Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we have another Crusader Kings 3 video, and we've done two of these in the past. We have one for characters and one for Dynasty, and these are pretty much like introducing that feature in the game and how it kind of works. And yeah, I've liked the videos so far. I can't wait for this game. I want to cover this game a lot, and obviously give you guys a playthrough, and then what's it called? Once I get better, obviously give some tutorials, some, all that other stuff in between. But yeah, very excited. It's coming out September 1st, if I'm not mistaken, which is in about 3 weeks. And yeah, we check these out. I give kind of my, little opinions where I can, and then we go from there. And by the way, like I said before, I played some Crusader Kings 2 just a little bit, but I was kind of young, so obviously I was confused and just doing whatever, so I didn't really focus on it. But I can't wait to play this game and actually like focus in and, get some good content and, enjoy myself. But without further ado, this will be linked down below. So let's get to it.
Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Proud Pavarian, and you might know me from my grand strategy channel here on YouTube. I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to bring you a series of tutorial videos.
And shout out to this guy. You know what I mean? I checked out his channel. At first I thought he was like this huge creator, like a couple million or this. He has 27K, which, it's more than me, definitely. But it's cool to see that the game is, taking people who are in the community. And I can see that he's been making videos on Crusader Kings 2 for a very long time. So I like to see that. I like how the developers, kind of collaborated with him. Because, he has a very smooth voice. And these videos, he's very precise. He's very to the point. And it's a good explanation, in my opinion. So let's listen.
Videos about Crusader Kings 3. Previously, we talked about the success of your character and dynasty, but of course, none of that means anything if your realm keeps having civil wars and splinters whenever your character dies. Today, we'll check out how you can keep your realm together, even in death, by exploring the topic of succession. For this purpose, we're going to take a look at King Alfred II of England and how he has prepared his realm for his own demise. I'll be telling you about realm authority, realm succession laws, and title succession laws. Let's start out by talking about realm authority. Realm authority is a topic that you will encounter with every single character you play. If you are a vassal, you want to keep it as low as possible, and may conspire with fellow vassals in a liberty faction to lower realm authority and take away power right out of the liege's hands.
So this is something, so I do kind of like, so I'm a Mountain Blade creator, for people who didn't know. I have a lot of Mountain Blade Bannerlord videos on my channel. I follow it like very religiously, kind of like how the person who's commentating, he kind of follows Crusader Kings, kind of, very, you know what I'm saying, like intensely, right? So I had, so I do like these videos where I either go over a concept that somebody else in the community kind of like proposed, or I propose my own concepts for like future changes. And what's it called? This was one of the concepts that I did propose for Mountain Blade, and I want to see how they actually do it in this game, to see how kind of close or how kind of far away I was from like a good system. Because Crusader Kings has very good like in-depth systems. So yeah.
Decentralizing the realm is without a doubt in the interest of a vassal. However, if you are the liege, you want to take absolute control. High levels of realm authority allow you to imprison unruly vassals, revoke their titles, and secure the spot on top of the food chain for generations to come by passing favorable succession laws. While this game of tug of war is already of incredible importance in feudal and clan-based societies, it is even more vital for tribes. Only a tribal leader with complete control inside of their lands can take their people into a new future, meaning that decentralized tribes will stay behind and lose out. Alfred the Great was the first king of United England, but he did not trouble the realm with any attempt to centralize it by raising the crown's authority, since he was more concerned with the Vikings' immediate threat. Since then, however, times have changed.
That's where I remembered him from, the Vikings, that TV show. Have they put a new season out lately? Because I love that show, the Vikings. I don't know if you guys have seen it. You guys probably have seen it. It's kind of, it's not the most historically accurate thing, right? But they do have what's it called? These certain characters, and man, it's such a good show. I actually paid for it too. I usually don't pay for shows. I usually wait until it's like either on Netflix, or I'm pretty sure the Vikings, they're on Amazon Prime if I'm not mistaken. But I even paid for it, so It'd be very cool if we could play as, you know, obviously King Alfred, or even if we can play as the Viking counterpart. That'd be very, very cool.
The Vikings are long gone, and his grandson, Alfred II, is a cruel and terrible ruler, as feared as his grandfather was loved. And as much as his vassals do not enjoy his existence, the realm has become more centralized and stable during his reign. It is, however, an unchangeable truth that Alfred II will not live forever, and the death of a monarch, especially one despised by his vassals, can sometimes be all that is needed to tear a realm apart. Let's take a thorough look at how realm succession laws work. Understanding them means to understand how to keep your realm from collapsing when the Grim Reaper comes knocking on your door. When your character dies, their titles are distributed, in principle, according to their realm succession law. This legal framework determines which gender is eligible to receive titles, and it also determines how the titles are distributed between all those that are eligible. The succession law is split between a category that hands out your titles to multiple heirs, splintering your hard-earned lands, and a category that hands your titles out to only one sole heir.
Like I said it before in the other videos, like there's so much detail to each single option, you know what I mean? It's just, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. You know, I'm excited. I don't know what else to say. Just excited. You know, I didn't, like I said before, I don't play too much Crusader Kings 2, especially not right now. So, plus I don't really want to rebuy it because I had it on my, when I used to play it, I had it on my other Steam account, you know, and now I have a new Steam account because I forgot the password to the first one. And this new Steam account doesn't have it, and I really don't feel like paying a lot of money for it. I'm sorry, but it's very expensive to get the full experience, as you may know. But, yeah, I can't wait, man. Hurry up. I'm actually pretty close, though.
Yeah. The succession laws that splinter your land between multiple heirs make it considerably harder to build a strong and stable realm. They are, however, also the traditional form of inheritance in most corners of the medieval world. To change your succession law into the direction of having one sole heir means to change the culture and tradition of you and your people. In practice, this means that certain succession laws require cultural innovations to unlock them. Additionally, no powerful vassal of yours may reject your law change proposal. To enact single heir succession laws, you must also have centralized your realm and achieved high crown authority. That, of course, is quite a distant dream for King Alfred II. Since the Anglo-Saxon culture still clings to the old idea of giving every son an equal piece of the cake, this succession law is the most basic one, and it is called Confederate Partition, and it will make sure that your realm splinters. Confederate Partition creates titles of the same level as your highest title, so a kingdom tier title in Alfred's case, if you hold enough land in areas outside of what belongs to your actual title. In this case, his two younger sons will name themselves the Kings of Wales and Ireland, becoming independent from their brother and your primary heir. The splintering of his realm is a nightmare to Alfred, and so he has worked tirelessly to advance.
That's very cool. So you can kind of like, man, I'm ready. But yeah, so you could either, so this is probably like, if you do this option, everybody's a little bit more happy because they get to kind of choose, you know, where they kind of want to, you know what I mean, separate and stuff like that. But if you choose, but obviously since he doesn't want to do that, I'm pretty sure the other option, people are going to hate it, but it's still possible, right? Where it's still only one England, right?
His culture and convince his vassals. He has changed the succession law of his realm to simple partition. This way, his primary son still has to cede some land to his brothers, but the realm stays together. Nobody becomes king of Ireland or Wales, and England rules supreme.
Yeah, so like stays like this, but I'm pretty sure a lot more people are going to be upset, right? Yeah.
It should be pointed out that some regions and cultures are open to specific succession laws on the title law and the realm law level. Bohemians, for example, traditionally followed house seniority instead of partition. Your experience and options will differ across the map and time periods. The laws of the realm generally describe how all of your titles are distributed after your demise, but there is an additional layer to this: title succession laws. Titles of the duchy, kingdom, and empire levels can be given specific gender or distribution laws that only apply to this very title and override your general realm laws. Alfred, for example, is part of the Anglo-Saxon culture, and it is tradition that the rulers of the Anglo-Saxons are determined by a body of nobles, the Witan. This means that while according to the laws of the realm it would be his firstborn son that is entitled to the Anglo-Saxon crown, the Witan could, if applied as a title succession law, with or against Alfred, elect a future ruler of England that commonly would have no right to inherit. Alfred believes his firstborn son to be weak, and instead gets the Witan to vote for his secondborn. Just keep the following in mind. Excluding or taking away any of your eligible children from their rightful inheritance can breed resentment for, after all, they do have a right to your lands. Thank you for tuning into today's CK3 tutorial about
thank you for doing such a great job. Obviously talking about the game features. But listen, I think I've already said it in this video, but I'm excited. I can't wait to play. I'm ready. I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. Shoot. I'm already in negotiations with the mother to my child. Of me taking some time away from them so I could play the game. I'm excited, man. Let's just say that, okay? But I am going to cover it when it does come out. So yeah, listen, ask me any questions, any concerns, and like always, stay safe.